Hello. I had an exchange with a Roy follower recently who tried to point out to me that the reason Roy Masters is not the leader of a religious cult is that the teachings and methods of the Foundation of Human Understanding do not meet Steve Hassan's BITE, B-I-T-E, model of cult mind control criteria. So I revisited the Freedom of Mind Resource Center online and looked at the criteria, and I drafted up some critical evidence that reveals the truth about Roy Masters. And that is, not all of the criteria in the BITE model is relevant or applicable to the Foundation of Human Understanding, but the criteria that are applicable do indicate quite specifically and precisely how Roy fits the BITE model. Specifically, the BITE model is behavior control, number one. Number two, information control. Number three, thought control. Number four, emotional control. And let me quote a couple things from the Freedom of Mind Resource Center. Quote, "In reality, mind control refers to a specific set of methods and techniques, such as hypnosis or thought stopping, that influence how a person thinks, feels, and acts." The other quote is, "As employed by the most destructive cults, mind control seeks nothing less than to disrupt an individual's authentic identity and reconstruct it in the image of the cult leader." And I'll explain how that is exactly what Roy Masters does. But what's really fascinating about how Roy fulfills the BITE model of cult mind control is that it can be done without the person ever meeting or interacting with Roy in any way. All that's needed is that the person listen to his radio show regularly and practice his meditation in earnest with the willingness to follow his directions exactly. And the encroaching mind control over their life happens in increments, and it's very subliminal. Incidentally, for the people who do not suffer any overtaking of their mind and life when they do the meditation, the difference between them and the ones who suffer the effects of mind control is that they keep a safe mental distance from Roy's rhetoric, and they simply don't take him too seriously. So I'm going to share some more information about each one of the different criteria and how it meets, how Roy Masters meets them.